Well, Yippee-Ki-Ya, Musey-Lovers, and before I hop into the video, I want to give you a quick warning about a new phenomena. I have discovered myself I've discovered myself, and we have a problem in the USA with psychic dogs. Yes, they are dogs that stay quiet until the moment you hit record, then they start barking. You gotta watch out for these suckers. Don't think anything about recording. Don't let them know you're thinking about it, because they'll start barking and ruining your whole day. Don't let it happen to you. And today's story is Gun Range Date. All information will be below. Enjoy. Gun Range Date. Paul, I'm glad you came into my life again. Our memories together will be cherished. But I can't do this anymore. My marriage means the world to me. I've betrayed it. I must spend the rest of my life worshiping him like he deserves. Mickey's a good man. He didn't deserve this. Don't contact me again. Mira. Sent. Breathe. Blocked. Effing Facebook. Someone finds you from your past, sends you a little, "Hey, how are ya? What have you been up to?" message, and before you know it, you're tits deep in an emotional affair. Mickey and I were having issues. Paul was all too willing to listen. He was my first college boyfriend. I felt like I knew him for most of my life, even though we hadn't spoken for years. It's fucked how that happens, right? I didn't realize how far over my head I was until he asked to meet up in person. The message came at 2:45 a.m. I felt the phone vibrate from underneath my pillow, a trick I picked up from weeks of hiding conversations. My husband rolled over in bed, and my scream's light illuminated his face. I saw everything in that moment. Our first date, first fight, our wedding. I knew I couldn't hurt him anymore. Today's date day. Mickey won't tell me where we're going. Our first stop was to the taco stand where we had our first date. We ordered the same things we did the first time. Mickey keeps staring at me, a pained look on his face. "You all right? You're looking at me weird." Mickey smiles and shakes his head. "I'm fine, honey. Are you ready for the final stop? We're going to the gun range. I brought an eye and ear protection for you. I found a new one, only $10 a day. We always have great sex after he goes to the range." I placed my hand on his leg on the way there to get the idea planted for later. He gives me a tight smile and squeezes my hand. We stop at a large, barren field. He shuts off the car. "We're here." I look around. There's no targets or steals. We're the only ones here. What the hell's there even to shoot at? I turn to see the barrel of Mickey's gun pointed between my eyes. He kisses it to my forehead, as if to mark the spot of impact. Tears well in Mickey's eyes as he tightens his grip on his gun. You're a heavy sleeper, baby doll. You know that, don't you? You don't even feel me slide your phone out from under your pillow every night. I've read every message. Don't worry, I'll be sure to bury your phone with you so you can still receive his messages. The click of the slide as he moves it back is the clearest sound in my existence for that last 5 seconds. I don't even have a chance to hear the shot before it's all over. Our second story is called Not Like Us. Information will be below. Not Like Us. Due to Adela's disfigurements, the Iris Moore family didn't go very many places. The annual carnival was the exception. Celine bundled up her little girl, concealing as much of her face as possible. The pair left at twilight, relying on darkness of night to help shield her child's appearance. The freak show attraction was at the very back of the carnival grounds. Their feet were tired by the time they got there. Celine dreaded what awaited them inside. The first exhibit held an enormously rotund man. The sign next to his area read, Sutton the Glutton. The second exhibit held 2 children playing together. They were placed in an area full of toys and were missing the majority of their fingers. Exhibit number 3 held a slender man that smiled at them from the glass. His mouth opened to expose a bifurcated tongue, which Adela marveled in awe at. The oddity ringleader rushed over to the wary mother. I'm sorry, Miss Iris Moore, but Addie, little Addie, is going to have to stay here. She belongs here at home with us. Celine became furiously offended. Her gaze towards the oddities held the burning power of 1,000 suns. She wasn't about to let anyone take her daughter. Mama, come look! Adela led her mother over to a full-length mirror towards the middle of the room. The girl positioned herself in such a way that everyone in the room could be seen at once. The little girl was right. Her differences did make her similar to the oddities that were housed before them. All at once, Celine was surrounded by deformed strangers. The strangers pushed and pulled at the woman. Before long, Celine and Adela were separated. Mobs of people not seen before filled the attraction area. The mother sobbed wildly and called out for her child. Adela's young voice could be heard happily shouting over the clamor of noise. It's okay, Mama. I'm so happy here. You can come and visit me. I'd never have to hide my face again. Adela's giggles rang throughout the exhibits. The children with deformed hands welcomed her in with hugs with open claws. Celine looked to the mirror, hoping to see some sign of her only child, but instead, it was only she who appeared in the mirror. Alone. Her 5 eyes wept openly with seeping tears, no matter how swiftly her hands attempted to wipe them all away. The tentacles attached to her head hung limp with heavy sorrow. The mother's skin took on the luminescent appearance it often did when she was sad. The last view she ever got of her child was when she was being lifted into the air by the other oddities. Adela's blonde curls bounced joyously with every jostle. The little girl's 2 beautiful eyes were alight with glee. Carnival strangers held her little girl with the most loving arms. Celine wondered why Adela would be satisfied with 2 when she could have had 4 like her mother. And with that, in spite of the psychic dogs, we have muddled through to bring you these 2 fantastic gems. I hope you enjoyed both. Why don't you comment below? Tell me which one was your favorite. They're both my favorite. I love this author. And you can check out who it is down below. And I hope you got comfy. Forgot to remind you, but you should know. Kick off your shoes, get comfy before. But if not, kick off your shoes, get comfy now, and listen again. And decide which one's your favorite. It's hard. One's lover's revenge, one's just surreal. But in the meantime, my friends, I will talk to you very soon. And much love. Can't wait to see you. Oh, and since the outro sound should have already played, want to tell you 2 more collabs coming up. And it's been really hard to record with the psychic dogs and everything. So look out for me. I will announce closer to the date, so I'm not hemming and hawing and telling you any day now. But I can hint that they will be all female again. And I know one is all female and all female collaborators. And the other one is at least Valentine's themed. I'm not sure if there might be male collabs. Also, one more thing. I will be collabing with Hood Horror. Now, if you have not seen any of their videos yet, they are, well, that's even their title, is the funniest creepypastas on YouTube. And they are the funniest, the most fun creepypastas on YouTube. And I can't wait. So look forward to some fun creepypasta as well. And that will be on Hood Horror. Now, if you enjoy fun with your creepypasta, a big dose of good times with your spooky... I mean, there's still spooky stories, don't get me wrong. I mean, some are honestly just spooky, but they're also just fun. Yeah, just go watch. Go watch Hood Horror and tell me what you think of them too. Because we have a collab we're definitely going to do. The only thing is getting the time, because your Musey can get very busy all at once. All right, my loves, my darlings, my friends, both new and old. I mean, because, well, yeah, some of you have been here a long time. Some of you just met me. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk at you soon. Bye now.